Y'all been checking out all of the build-up for Brian Norman Jr. and Devin the Dream Haney. It's getting serious. We here. Fight time. They're getting it on Saturday night. Big time fight. Make sure you check it out. I'm going to give my prediction on how the fight's going to turn out. And I think I'm going with Brian Norman Jr. I'm not super confident or saying it with my chest out. I feel Devin the Dream Haney, his ability to box is going to be key for him to secure a victory. And he can box. He's had a fight since his situation with Ryan Garcia. So he's got that in his past. This is probably a good weight for him because he always has been fighting at weight classes where he was draining himself a lot. So coming up to 140 was a good thing. And 147, I think, is where he'll settle in maybe for the rest of his career. He looked like he put on weight well, but he don't have a lot of power. And that's why I think I'm leaning to Brian Norman Jr. This is a 50-50 fight. In my opinion, I think some experts might say not necessarily the case because Devin Haney, when he's on his game, we've seen him box with the likes of Vasily Lomachenko. We've seen him embarrass people in the ring before. But again, his jab, his precision, his ring IQ is what usually gets him through. And he has a bravado about him, that being Devin Haney, where you can see the confidence. And I saw it even when they was having their face-off and he was kind of bobbing from side to side and smiling and feeling himself, feeling real confident. Brian Norman was quiet, but I didn't see scared. I saw focus. He looks like he wants to take this dude out, and he's called out Devin Haney a few times when they've had interviews, things about Devin Haney trying to act like he's Floyd Mayweather and other stuff with some of the things that Devin Haney was saying. It wasn't what Norman said about him sounding like Mayweather. It was the look on Norman's face. It's almost like he sees Haney as the guy that is the cash cow, the popular fighter. Everybody loves Devin, and Brian wants his respect. That's a dangerous fighter. He has power. He seems to have a decent ring IQ. When I listen to how he breaks down his fights and how he kind of preps mentally for these fights, I think he's got a shot, y'all. The key to Norman winning is, can he walk through these jabs? Because Devin Haney boxing skills, I believe, are just a tad bit better than Brian Norman's. But Norman isn't so far off where I think the skills are just going to pay the bills the whole fight, and Devin Haney is just going to be able to just wash him or just close him out in a clean, just winning every round or even most of the rounds. I see it going possibly 12, but for Norman to really win, I think he has to actually stop Devin Haney. And that's saying a lot. Devin Haney isn't the type of fighter. He's kind of too smart, too well coached usually to get stopped. But Brian's going to have to be able to walk through a few of those jabs to center himself where he needs to be to set up that left or right. Body shots are going to be critical. Can he break down Devin's body? Because Devin protects the face pretty well. Devin seems to have he's got the little bit of the height, the length, the reach. He's got that. So if Devin Haney wins, it's not out of the ordinary. Again, I said it's a 50-50 fight. But I'm going to go Brian Norman by stoppage. Brian Norman by stoppage in, let's go with the 10th round. I think he'll be able to apply pressure and get the fight stopped. I'm not saying he's going to knock Devin Haney out cold. I'm saying he puts enough pressure to where either Devin Haney's father throws in the towel or Devin Haney has to stop the fight. The ref steps in or something. First 5 rounds, I think Haney will win those probably 3-2 or 4-1. It'll be after round 5 where Brian Norman starts to wear on Haney. Let's see what happens. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or get at me in the comments. Y'all know you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And you also know I'm always going to bring that fire every time.